something to keep an eye on how these officials call this game.
Kenny Mauer with the call. Nice pass inside for Griffin, who had a very quiet game.
Elite, off the charts. Beautiful execution on that play. Great delivery.
Well, earlier in the season, as Tatum fires for three and hits.
Boston shooting on that basket, looking into the sun. Be interesting to watch.
Particularly because as Kemba Walker is able to knock it down.
Ball that leaves for a nice layup.
Lob it up. Slam it down. Tristan Thompson off the pretty feed from Marcus Smart.
Celtics, then they beat the Wizards as Tatum put up 50 points against Washington. Nice move tonight out here.
And when I asked Blake Griffin about that big three, who's been accustomed to a big three as a non-big three member, Joe Harris knocks down a three.
Pointer for the Nets as Green connects on his first shot. Fournier on a step back for three, and it's good. And Fournier controls. Fournier on the drive, goes to the scoop and is able to hit off glass. Game one, he had missed 5 of his previous 7 games because of a turf toe, and there's Williams putting it down. He had 9 blocks, Grant, in his day. Kyrie Irving on that follow. And Jabbar. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Durant with the lead. That's too easy.
Sharing the basketball, playing together as a team, whereas Boston, conversely, has played a lot of ISO basketball and right on cue.
So Shabbat leads Boston to 3 foul calls. Harden with the against the Wizards. He and Kemba Walker led the way. This is Landry Shabbat drilling it for 3.
Brooklyn's been able to score 14 points off of those turnovers. Almost 16 if Jeff Green was able to complete that alley-oop from Harden.
Harden makes the move on Fournier. Scores, yes, and it counts.
Flat, out of sorts, not hitting shots. Give credit, though, to this Nets defense.
Shabbat on a reverse. Incredible shooting. He's 6 of 8 from 3. Thompson gets inside. That's the same tonight, but really putting on a display at the offensive end this evening. Nice pass, and Williams puts it down. Has been intact. Last night was the 9th, so 8 times during the regular season. Nice play.
I was surprised that he shared that. Said that he might have been pressing the fact that the crowd was there. We heard Steve Nash talk about that and how it may have impacted his team as well.
In the first half, in their franchise history in terms of playoffs, in 1986 they had 73 in the first half against the Milwaukee Bucks. Should say Kevin Durant hearing it from the crowd. Here's Jason Tatum was able to get through the wall.
He was determined on that play. Tatum getting to the rim and following his coach's advice by attacking and not settling.
And Harden.
Double team Durant in the post. Harden makes you pay from downtown.
Well, Tristan Thompson. That turnover, Walker moves it across. Walker got the step. Walker on a reverse.
80-55 Brooklyn. Durant throws it down on a setup from Joe Harris.
Like this offseason.
Griffin called for that last foul. Here's a 3 for Smart. Marcus Smart. Games 3 and 4 in this series, Friday and Sunday night at the TD Garden in Boston. Fournier off balance 3.
Brooklyn looked disinterested on defense during the regular season, but now.
Boy, performances.
You talk about DeAndre Hunter, has not played in this series. Great ball movement and finish. Blake Griffin, who once
basically as a backup in the NBA, 6 different teams. Oh, a nice setup for Williams. Working the clock down to 4. Irving lost it to Fournier. Here's Fournier for the jumper for 3. He's got it. Well, it's Boston ball. Walker played by Durant. Walker thought he was fouled. Comes back the other way for a 3-pointer by Smart. 4 minutes to go in the third. A 96-71 lead for the Nets, trying to go 2-0 in this best of 7. Kevin Durant now with 22 points. Foul is on Shabbat. Here's Smart for 3, and he banked it home. Marcus Smart. So Kyrie with 11 points. That's his first three. It's a three-point duel at this point. All right, here's Kyrie Irving, played by Marcus Smart. Irving on the drive. Irving on the spin. Has the bucket.
But Tatum as well and Kemba Walker was the fifth option. But he's been asked to do more this season and in this series.
The nice touch by Durant.
All the games, time to prepare, adjustments made. You have to have guys that can go get a shot when it's all said and done. And that's what differentiates and separates Brooklyn from a lot of teams.
Grant Williams with a three, so it's 111-87. Harden comes right back from downtown.
Between games will help Jason Tatum as he's nursed that growing injury and give this team some time to regroup as Tristan Thompson with the beautiful finish inside.
Claxton taps it to the corner. Attempted save does not work. Pritchard comes out of the backcourt for the Celtics. Langford tees it up, drives, and scores. Nets did defeat the Celtics. It wasn't a particularly solid all-around performance as Shamet is able to bang it home off glass. The big three back in action for 2 straight games. They'll make it a record of 8 of 10 in the win column as Grant Williams is able to stuff.
The Brooklyn fans don't care. They still want to see him out there on the court.
Taco goes, 7-5-3-10. That's Cornette. In this fourth quarter, Nets up by 24 points.
Brooklyn put their foot on the gas here and created that separation. Too much for Boston to come back from, but how about that next game? But we know LeBron James has lost game ones before and bounced back, so it'll be interesting to see as Water is able to get to the basket.
With the 2-0 lead in the playoff series for the first time since their 2004 series against the Knicks.